Hey, what's up, guys? So this is a weekend class, Saturday. We're gonna talk about pretty much just a backtesting session. To show you guys how I backtest and how I get prepared for the next week. That way you guys can actually start being, I had to mute you, Dr. Pick, because I hear like a little echo, but I'm sure you can fix that and you can come right back. But yeah, so like all I'm looking for is not looking for market structure. I don't want to be in a market structure that I know, right? I want to just backtest and be completely clueless of what's about to happen, right? Now, then all you're gonna do is start picking a place, right? You want to start picking a spot. So wherever you guys want to pick, right? Where do you guys can say stop, right? Where do you guys want me to go? Anywhere here.
Stop.
Here?
Right there, Yi.
All right.
Perfect.
So now what we can do, we can start expanding this, and then we can start looking, okay, where's our zones? Where can we possibly head to, and all that stuff. All right. So we're here, right? Now we can start looking at bigger time frames, but I don't want to go up in time frame either, because if you guys go up on the 4-hour time frame, you guys are gonna kind of cheat yourself out. All right, so I want to know a zone, right? So this seems like a pretty good zone right here. This seems like a pretty good zone right here, right? So I'm going to start drawing out these zones. So this will be a zone, right? Now, what could we possibly be looking for on this zone? What do you guys think that we should be looking for if we start to break any of these zones? Anybody know?
Buys.
Buy and sell.
So yeah, if we break this high, we could possibly buy, right? Now we can use this level as a resistance over here. Now, where's our support levels? Would you guys say that this is a clean support or resistance?
Yeah.
All right. This level here, you guys think it's clean right over here?
Yeah, that's clean too.
All right. So now I'm just trying to get my whole zones figured out. And then I also want to see if there's anything to the left, right? I guess we're just way too high. I don't want to go up in time frames though, because it's going to fuck it all up. So, all right. So these are our zones that we are going to be trading off of, right? So as of right now, we're right over here. So we seem to be respecting this little level of support and resistance. So all we're waiting for is either a break of these highs to possibly continue to the upside, or a break of these lows to possibly continue to the downside, all right? Now we have a little area right over here that we do have to be very, very mindful of. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're on the 1-hour time frame because we're looking for confluences, right? So now we're breaking these highs over here. So what do you guys think that if we start to break this high, where could we possibly execute? Where could we possibly take some profits? Now we do have to make sure that this is enough range to the upside. So it is about a 25 pip range. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take some buys if we start to break out of this this little level, right? But this is another little minor level of support and resistance, right? That we do need to be taken in mind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some buy stops right over here. We're gonna go to a lower time frame as well. Make sure that we can actually take a trade. 20 pip stop loss.
Me estaba preguntando por qué le dispararon a mí. Yo me preocuparé por Ana.
Oh, fuck. I muted everybody else except the guy. I'm so sorry. All right, so then we're going to target these highs right here. Seems like a clean trade. Let's see what happens. We're not in just yet. Now we would have been in on this candle here, right? Price, and now easily we could have kept stops right below these lows over here. But since we didn't see market structure at that very point, we just set buy stops, right? Now, what I would usually do when I do have buy stops is I'll wait for it to trigger just in case this happens, right? Let's say price starts to break out of a range. Then we get a retracement, and then it breaks out of my buy stop, right? So I don't like setting buy stops with my stop loss set. I want to wait until my trade gets triggered. That way I can actually put stops at a certain level, right? So I would say that this would be probably a certain level to then target some highs over here, right? Then you can easily start Now we're break even, right? Once we hit our 1-on-1s, you guys want to always go to break even. And if it runs, it runs, right? This would have been another zone to target, but clearly we don't want to, hold that zone. Now we have another little level that we've created right over here, right? This level over here, very, very key, right? A lot of rejections over here, but the main level that we want to trade off of is this area over here. Now, if we fly, we could possibly take some high buys over here, but with some confirmations, not just yet. Now, why didn't we enter buys over here, guys? Did we break out of market structure? Did we break market structure or did we keep it, right? We kept it. Right over here, you guys clearly see that we have a previous resistance that never got broken, right? So this is the area that made our trade hit break even, right? So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for either a market to either make a high, right, over here. It would have made a high over here. Then we possibly could have continued up to the zone. But since we respected previous highs, what's going to happen is we're going to come back in the range to then possibly test all these lows over here, right? Because we're failing to break highs. Now, we've already broken market structure at this level over here, right? Because remember, this is high, higher, low, high, higher, low, high, higher, low, high, lower low, right? Once we broke this structure right over here, we broke market structure to the downside. Why is it to the downside? Because clearly price didn't want to come up and break highs, right? Now we're respecting highs over here. We've respected these highs right here. So what does that tell me? That price can possibly now come down and create a lower low. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
So now I'm not looking to trade it just because this whole range over here, guys, is just very, very choppy, right? We're not looking for ranges like this. We're looking for clean ranges, kind of something over here like this or below over here. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to start looking and seeing if price is going to respect our strategy, right? No confirmations here still. We never got a closure above that looks like this. We never got a closure candle that looks like this. That tells us that we want to start ripping up and touching this level, right? So we're still below the resistance over here. So we're still what? We're still bearish. All right. Now we're starting to break out, right? What can we do, guys? We're getting a breakout over here. This is a clean setup over here now. Now, if we start to respect highs, now we can start looking to take some sells under where? Sells under here. We're going to set our stop loss once we're triggered in. Bang. Why did this trade play out, guys? Does anybody know? Anybody want to guess?
Broke the lows.
Made a lower low or is making a lower low.
Right? So pay attention to market structure, right? We have a high over here. We respected the highs over here. We broke lows over here, correct? So if we continue to respect these highs and we start to come down and break these lows over here, what's going to happen is you're going to start to get that lower low formation, right? To continue this trend. Boom, 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 possibly to then continue down. Pretty simple trade, right, guys? So now where could we target? Understanding zone to zone, where could we now target, right?
The next
Right now,
level.
The next zone.
the next zone, correct? So that'll be our runner, which I like to hold, right? To our 100 pips. Boom. Simple trade, right? Now before you guys enter any crazy stupid trades, right? What we're gonna do now is we're gonna wait for a range to form, right? We don't want to enter at the low. We don't want to enter at this level either. Why? Because there's just no resistance to put our stops at. There's nowhere to put a clean stop at. We don't want a risky stop loss that might get hit. We want a stop loss that's gonna hold, right? So price starts to form a little range, I believe. Let's see. All right, so we're getting choppy, right? We might be setting up for the next move. Damn, guys, you guys really gotta keep that background noise. All right, so we broke out, creating ranges, but look how we were respecting our zones, right? We have a zone over here. Price came up, retraced. This was the lower low. This is why I didn't want you guys selling over here, right? If you guys would have sold here, stop loss would have gotten hit. Now, if you guys would have waited for some confirmations of the trend continuing, we kind of missed these moves, but they were still clean, right? Because market structure kept getting respected, right? But and just because we're not taking a trade doesn't mean that there's nothing to learn, right? There's these highs here, right? So what are we creating here? A downtrend, correct?
Lower highs and lower lows.
Yeah, so that's a downtrend. So we're looking for sells only in this particular situation, right? Now we got to see where we could possibly target for our next targets. All right, let's go over here. Where could price come down to? Most likely going to come down to this zone over here. So if we don't get a retracement on this move that's happening right now, we're just going to have to miss out, right? Because we're not going to enter here when price has to come up here. Now, what we can wait for is for this next candle to give us a top wick, and then we could have executed at the break of the lows, right? We could have executed here, keeping stops right above our top wick to then target our 1-to-1 and then continue targeting lowers. You get me? Taking this candle flip, right? Because now we've rejected highs. Now we could possibly enter here, a little bit of a riskier position because the main entry was down over here. All right, so now where could we possibly target? Pay attention here. Let's look left. Looking left, we have a strong zone over here that if we start to break, we could possibly then target this zone over here. So let's go ahead and mark this smaller zone now, right over here. Let's look left. Let's check if it's valid. Pretty valid zone, right? We're getting a lot of reactions over here. So we could possibly come down and tap into that area. Now, how do we execute, right? We're going to look to execute based off some confirmations. Confirmations based off, okay, so now we've created a lower low, lower high, right? Where's our lower high? Right over here. So if we continuously respect this lower high, we should push down to this zone over here, right? Just take a look. Where do I want to take an entry? I'm debating taking an entry now, but I'm a little sussed out about this trade, but we can attempt it, right? Let's put some sell stops over here. Sell stops, because why am I looking to sell here so aggressively, right? Because if you notice, guys, this aggressive move, we've already created market structure. We've already created a zone to the upside, right? So if we continue to respect the zone, we're bearish. Now, not only that, we have a smaller support level down over here, correct? We had a smaller support, and then if you notice, this candle here closed within our rejection zone, right? Telling us that price can now shoot down. Now, where can we put our stops on this trade? We have to put our stops in somewhere valid, right? Possibly somewhere over here. Now, this is a little bit riskier trade, but could play out. We're going to target our next zone. We're not in yet. Remember, this is sell stops, right? We're in at the break of this low. But that's another reason why I like using sell stops, right? Because it just gives you that extra confirmation that price is going to go in your favor before actually entering the trade. So that was a pretty good example, right? Boom. Sell stops triggered. And where did we target, guys? We
targeted the level,
our next support level, right? Okay, when I'm looking for sells, I want to target resistances, right? So this will be like our whole little resistance zone, right? We can actually stretch this out a bit and then bang. So that's when I'm looking for sells, I'm targeting resistances. When I'm looking for buys, I'm targeting support levels, right? Because I want to make sure that at that level of reaction, I'm looking to get out of that trade, right? Always taking profits at levels of reaction. So now here, since we got extremely close to that level, you close some, you put your stops to break even, secure some profits, and leave a little runner if you guys want to. Correct? All right, so
yes.
Next trade. Now we have this small level of resistance over here being respected. So what can we do, guys? We understand. What are we looking for, right?
Find the next zone.
Right, so exactly. So now where's our next zone? Right over here?
There. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I like that zone too. Right over here. Stretch that out a bit. That looks like a clean zone, correct? We have a zone right over here. Now, what I'm waiting for now is for something to peek through this range, right? Something to tell me that price wants to come down. Okay, that seems pretty valid, right? Would you guys take a sell right over here?
Yeah, I would. I think I would.
Or would you wait for?
I take it at the
I
lows.
would
at
wait
the
for
break of the low.
confirmation.
So you got, we all agree that we want some sell stops here,
Yeah.
right? Sell stops, we have our confirmations, we're back in this zone, so where could we target? Our next zone, correct? So now we have sell stops here, we're keeping stops within this range for now, right? If, once I'm triggered, I'm gonna look to change that. Boom, okay, good thing we didn't enter, right? Thank God for sell stops. This is why sell stops are so key with our strategy, because it's not always gonna go straight down when we think it's gonna go down. Remember, guys, what is this telling us, right? What is this area here telling us? This is telling us rejection of that level, right? So before we execute, we want to make sure that we've broken that rejection level, right? We've broken that rejection level to the downside to possibly then continue trading it lower, right? So now we're waiting. We're not in the trade, we're just chilling, right? We have a sell stop right over here at this area. That's all we're doing. So now we know that now we can be patient. We don't have to FOMO in fucking buys. We don't have to do anything. We're waiting for our level to confirm. Once that level confirms, it should be a clean shot to the downside, correct? Okay, let's wait. Don't matter, right? We're not interested in buys. Why are we not interested in buys, guys?
We're overall
We're down-
bearish.
Downtrend.
We're
We're in a
bearish.
down.
We're bearish, exactly. So correct. So now we're good. We're good because we understand that this is just a pullback of the trend. We don't need to be in every single freaking buy there is when the market is bearish. We want to be in most sells there are when market's bearish, but we don't need to be in the buys, correct? So now we're waiting. Confirmations right there, correct? We have a clean move right there. Now we could possibly look to trade it lower, right? So somewhere over here, we're getting some bearish pressure. If we look left, there's probably a reasoning behind that, right? Notice this level. Let me just mark off this zone right over here. That's probably the zone that we're at. Yeah, close to it, right? So now we understand that we're respecting this level over here. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for confirmations. That's pretty much it, right? Boom, confirmation sells, bang, bang. Okay, now we're looking good. Possible retracement here, which is fine. Okay, now we're at that level, right? We're at the level that we previously had bearish confirmations at, right? Right over here, we have a resistance now being created. What are we waiting for, guys? Let's go down. I don't know if I go to the 15 minute, it's gonna take me out. Does anybody know if it's gonna reset me if I go to the 15 minute?
I don't know.
I don't want to risk it, right? Let's just stay on the 30 minute. All right, now we're getting a weak bullish close, correct? What am I waiting for? Some bearish confirmations, a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, this seems fucking clean. Why? Because we faked out the buyers. What does this look like, guys? What setup?
Candle.
Dr. Dollar candle.
No. Yeah, that is
Oh.
the Dr. Dollar candle.
Retracement.
Beautiful. Beautiful. But what other
Fake-
setups? So now we have two setups
Fake
in
out,
one,
breakout.
correct? Fake out breakout, bro. Beautiful. But Dr. Dollar candle and the fake out breakout right over here. Boom, we're getting a bullish close. Now we're entering back in the range. I'm gonna go ahead and take this sell. You guys agree? You guys want me to take this sell?
Yeah,
Sir.
take it.
Where are we taking it? Are we taking it immediately or are we taking it on the next candle?
The next candle.
Next candle, right? Always wait for that next candle, guys, because that next candle can just rip up, right? So I'm gonna keep stops either right above these highs over here. I think right here is pretty clean. So now all we're waiting for is some price to break that low. Okay, we're in. Bang. Winning trade, right? And guess what? We still have our sell stops here, right? Or are we gonna take them off?
Now we still got him in there.
We still got them in, boys. So what we're waiting for, boom, 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 bro. Now guess what? We're in a 25 position here, 25 pip stop loss here. Now we just got 90 pips out of it, right? Now what are we waiting for? Waiting for price to come down and hit our sell stops. This is already at break even. We've already taken profit. We're up big on the day already, right? Let me mute everybody and then you guys can come back. Guys, if you're not participated, just stay muted. All right, so right over here, you guys get that level of support being respected now. Will we respect? Possibly. Will we break? Boom. We're triggered. We don't have a choice now, right? Now we're in two positions. Now for this runner position, we understand that we can now target our next zone, correct? Now we're in this new trade here. This is kind of a risky trade, but let's see if it plays out. Boom, 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 bang. Damn, that was fucking clean though. clean. Now, what can we do here, guys? At this level, we understand that looking left, this is a level of reaction, correct? What are we gonna do? We take some
Find the
profit.
next zone.
We should take some profit first, right? No matter what, take profit at key
Break
levels.
even.
Take profit at key levels, guys, always, bro, because this price can just start shooting up here. Now, let's look and see. Okay, I'm waiting for a smaller range. We have like, now, would you guys want to take buys at this area? Or no? I'm not interested in buys, right? Remember, guys.
No,
we're
I'm not
interested-
interested. Yeah.
We're not interested in buys. I'm like testing you guys, trying. Yeah, in a bit. Right over here, we have this area here. Boom. Where could we target for our next sells? This is looking to me like a gambler candle. We've rejected the downside over here, right? We've rejected the downside over here. So what can we do, guys? Same strategy. We're just gonna ride this fucking downtrend until we fucking lose, right? We're breaking lows. This is a little bit riskier, but oh, we're triggered. Triggered, bang though.
Damn.
We were triggered a little
Money.
bit early in there, but hey, it happens, right? Now we got to look for our next zone. We're going to take some profit there. Stops will go to break even, right? Why did I have such a big stop loss on that trade? Because we need stops above at least a 30-minute high, right? We don't want to be in a trade that doesn't have a valid stop loss, right? That's why you see me sometimes, you know, just sit out of trades in order to just preserve my capital, guys. Remember, you don't have to be in a position every night. You don't have to be in every single trade you see, right? If you guys have too big of a stop loss, paper trade it. You don't need to trade your actual money for every position. If you win on that trade, then you take that confidence onto your next trades. Okay, you guys understand that? Don't be risky.
What do you mean by that? Like paper
Okay,
trade?
just put the trade like this, like we're doing right now. Just put the trade on your chart. You don't have to execute though. If it plays out
Okay, I got it.
amazing, if it plays out amazing, bro, don't feel bad or anything. Get me?
I feel.
So I think that we can then target our next zone. So now we have hella positions open, right? Think about, we have a runner over here, right? We have a runner over here and we have a runner over here. How many percentages is that, bro? Shit ton. And just understanding trend, right? Understanding that we're in a bearish market, understanding that if we break lows, we're going to create new lower lows. And if the trade runs amazing, and this was just a retracement sell over here with confirmations, correct? Clean trading. All right. So our next zone will be our low over there. Hopefully we don't get stopped at a break even and we just rip down. Boom, another confirmation. Guys, we would have been in on this sell again. I missed it, you know?
Broke the low.
Broke the low. Confirmation is on this candle. What candle do you guys execute on? The next candle, correct? Put some sell stops, keep stops right above the high to then target your lows. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Stops to break even, right? Now it might be breaking even on this trade, but we still got this runner, right? So let's see. Oh, stopped out on that runner. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, guys. So now we have dropped. Let's see if we could get some confirmations at this level though, for some sells. All right, if this low breaks, a little bit of a risky trade because market structure has broken to the upside, right? Market structure broke over here, breaking these highs. All right. Now this could be our higher low to then possibly continue up to this range. But I'm going to risk it for the biscuit on some sells because we are so bearish, right? Okay, in. Boom, boom, boom. Range, I probably would have cut half right there though. But stopped out, right? So we lost, whatever. It happens, right? This is trading. It doesn't matter if you guys lose one, you guys cannot give up on your strategy. We have to understand where can we then execute next. So with this candlestick, what does it look like we're doing, guys? We got stopped out on sells, right? We got stopped out on sells. This is your confirmation candle right over here. Why is that a confirmation candle that we're now in this range?
Bullish
correct?
engulfing above the range.
Dolphin, yep.
Bullish
Momentum.
engulfing. So this is telling you now price has momentum to possibly then target what zone? Our next zone, correct?
Resistance. The next resistance.
Exactly. So what do we need to wait for? We need to wait for at least a bullish candlestick, guys. At least. I don't like buying on red candlesticks, right? I want the next candlestick to be in my favor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy right here, right at the break of these highs. I'm not in just yet. Keeping stops within this range, 25 pips, just because we need it below. We're not in the trade yet. Remember, if this doesn't break the high, we won't be in. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I have a question. Steph
Go ahead.
asked a question. She said, where would you close half of your position, like on the past sell
On the
that we
loss.
got stopped? Yeah.
Okay, so we entered here, right? We entered on this candle. We were in profit over here. So let's say, maybe we're at this level of rejection, correct? So we understand that this is a level of rejection. So we could possibly put our stops to break even, or if price starts to come back up, you can close some at break even, right? Because we understand that this level can get respected because it's such a reversal area, right? Now, if you guys are in drawdown and didn't close here, or didn't put your stops to break even there, or closed or took some profit there, you guys possibly could have closed some when we started to break market structure to the upside, right? Because this is our high, this is our higher low. Now this is our lower high. If we start to break lower high structure, what happens now? Price can then make a new high, correct?
Yes.
You understand? Everybody understand? Put a one in the chat if you understand.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I understand.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. So now we're on to this next trade. Remember, guys, we're still not in, correct? We waited for this high. This is why you guys want to wait for that next candle to give you more confirmations, right? Because we have a high here. Remember what I told you guys in the beginning, right? This is showing you what? Rejection of that small level. If we cannot break this small level, we will then come down and break some lows, right? So let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's go and see if we ever get triggered. All right, boom. Beautiful retracement. What do I see, guys? Now we can get our more tools out. Boom. We could either draw from there. We could draw from here, right? We got our golden zone. Now we could use that for extra confluence. We're forming some support at this golden zone. And I'm sure that if we go up to the higher time frames, this will be our resistance, correct? Now, how clean does that trade look now? Clean. Now we have one confluence here. We have a confluence with our SMAs. We got our Ichimoku. We're down over here. Now all we need is for price to start breaking some highs, correct? Once price breaks some highs, we'll be in for our trade. Boom, bitch.
Damn.
Holy fuck. I didn't even see that happening, to be honest. But that was clean. But why wouldn't you take this setup? So many
Yeah, there were so many
confirmations.
confirmations.
This is the setup that you either execute or you're just a fucking bitch. Simple. That's just the reality of it. And I know because I used to be a bitch, I used to be scared to take trades that were so fucking clean, until I realized that I just have to trust my strategy. So now we're up over here, guys. We're up in another level, another zone. So now what am I waiting for? Retracement. Now, if we start to break these highs, it's a gambler candle to possibly continue to the upside, correct? Because we understand that we could be bullish now. We have a big impulsive candle. We're waiting for the highs to break right over here. If these highs start to break, we'll be in the trade to possibly then target our next zone. Now, I don't like stop loss on this trade, but we'll see if it plays out. Boom, we're in. Bang. Is that not fire?
That's pretty fire.
Lava.
We understand we're now we might be bullish, correct? We've already broken market structure. Remember, market structure was broken once this high here broke, once these highs here broke, once this low was respected, all these lows were respected, all these lows were respected, all these lows were respected. All these lows are respected. So what's going to happen? We're going to then create a higher high. Pretty simple, right? Any questions? I'm sure you guys, the people who have questions are the ones who are actually going to learn. Just think of shit to ask me. This is your time, bro. We're gonna,
I wanted to ask you about the golden zone that you were talking about, but I guess I have to watch like a video of Fibonacci or something like that. I don't really know anything about Fibonacci's, to be honest with you.
yeah. I'll teach you. Fuck it. Let's do it, bro. I was gonna say I have it in the course, but we can just do it right now. So right over here, we have our zone, right? We have our Fibonacci. I've done this so many times. If you guys are new here, you guys haven't seen me explain it like this. If you guys are old here, you guys have probably seen this multiple times, right? So what is this level over here? This is our previous high. I'm gonna go ahead and do this just like this for you guys. This might take a little bit though. Just give me a second. Oh my God, I'm so full of that shitty ass pizza we ate. Yeah, so it's fine. All right, so we have these zones, right? So I'm gonna teach you guys what each and every zone means. Now, I don't use these zones for confirmations. I only use these zones for confirmations. I don't use these zones for entries. Now, I know a lot of people like to use Fibonacci for entries. I like to stay away from it, right? Because remember, guys, what's a Fibonacci? It's just measuring the pullbacks of a trend. That's all you guys, whenever you guys see a Fibonacci, just understand that he's measuring the pullbacks of a trend, right? Because if price came from here to here to here, that means that this trend right over here pulled back 50% of this whole move, right? Then what's going to happen is price will come up here, probably tap into this level and then come back. And then you have another fib, right? We have another fib right over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what these levels actually mean, right? Which I think a lot of people don't know what these levels mean. And they just say, oh, it's a golden zone, you know, but it's not, it's a lot more than that. Right? These levels, each of these levels have a certain meaning. So this level here is called recent highs. And if you guys don't use Fibonacci's, I definitely think you guys should, right? Take some notes, do what you guys got to do in order to be a better trader. Profit targets. This zone is our profit target, right? Our first profit target right over here. This zone over here is our 236 rejection. This is confirmations. I don't really like taking 236 rejections, to be honest. But this will be called, let's say, very small pullback. I would ignore. Now, I like using the 236. If we reject at the 236, like let's say price came down over here and then started to come back up and we rejected the 236, I would be worried, right? I would want to close some of my position at the 236. Reason for that is because this is the last Fibonacci level that then we can start creating this type of structure. You get what I'm saying? Does everybody understand this? You guys need to understand this.
Think what you meant is like it will create a new downtrend on the Fibonacci. That's what you mean, right?
Yes, exactly. If we can't break these highs, this Fibonacci is invalid, right? A Fibonacci is what? It's measuring the pullbacks of a trend. If it's actually trending, it's gonna break highs or break lows, either or. You get me?
Got it.
Yeah, I just got it once you said that and did that.
Cool. So right over here we go, and this is our 382. This is strong trend, less confirmations. You guys can use this for entries. Now you guys can, I don't like using it for entries because it's just not a deep enough pullback. So now let's say price starts to come over here. I'm looking for price to break out of the highs, and now I'm using this entry here. But guess what I'm also using, right? I'm using this level down here as what? As
Support?
confirmation.
Influence.
This is just an extra confluence, right? Price came up, retraced to the 382, and now we're breaking highs. What does that tell me? That this Fibonacci is valid
trend.
and that we should now create a new what?
High.
High.
Higher high, correct. So now we can then target that higher high, right? Stops will go to break even once we are in profit, and now you guys have a winning trade. Right? I don't like using these levels for entries, but you guys definitely can. Daniel Savage taught me to use it for entries. I just don't, I just feel like there's more confirmations once we start to break highs, then we're catching a falling knife. You get me?
Yeah,
So-
Fibonacci is confusing.
It could be confusing, right? But that's why you can, let's say you don't have to use it for your entries, but you can use it. Like, let's say we have a pullback and now price is starting to break out of the trend, but we have a 5618 rejection golden zone, right? That means that price is probably going to come up and create that high once we break that previous high. You get me?
Yeah, and that's where we'd enter.
Yes, I would enter at the break of the highs, or let's say, some confirmations down here, which I rarely do, right? Let's say price starts to come down, 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 tap into this area. Now we get some sort of bullish candle, right? We get a bullish candle, then we get a bullish engulfing candle. Then you guys could execute at the break of the highs to then continue up. You get me?
8% off.
Yeah, I got it.
I just want to make sure you guys are actually understanding this.
Entiendo.
What's up?
I understand.
Amazing. So these will be together. These will be together, and this is just called your golden zone. This is for people who want to look for good confirmations. You can only take entries at this level if you have what you just saw, right? The candlesticks I drew, you need confirmations outside of this level, because if we get something like this, guys, I'm going to give you guys an example. Boom. You guys are going to get a whole recording of this video, so don't worry. If you guys need to watch this over again, bro, I definitely recommend you guys watch it. Take screenshots of this, do what you guys need to do in order to learn, right? So boom, we get another candlestick. Let's say price never has a bullish candlestick, right? Has a bullish candlestick going from here to here, but never broke the highs, right? What can happen then, guys, if you're not patient enough, is price will then come all the way down to the 764. Okay, you don't want this to happen to you. Wait until you get confirmations outside of the golden zone, right? And confirmations that we're breaking highs, right? Now price is now down here. You're stopped out, right? Especially in these markets, bro. In these markets, you have to have a huge fucking stop loss if you want a stop loss under your 764. Okay. So we have an area here. Now we have a 764. This is your golden zone entry zone. Everybody understand the golden zone?
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
So
golden zone I get definitely for sure.
yeah, amazing. So this is our 764. This is the most discounted price discount of a trend. Most discount of a trend, right? So let's say you walk in a store, right? You walk in the store and you see shoes are 76.4% off. Are you gonna buy the shoes?
Yes, sir.
Some
Yeah.
Jordans, some fresh ass Jordans, bro. Some
Yeah.
Gucci. You're gonna buy them, right? Because you can just buy it here, right? It is your last resort, though, right? It's very risky. Well, why are they 76% off, right? Could it be that we're breaking trend? Could be, right? Most discounted
Them
price.
shoes fake as fuck.
The shoes could be fake. The shoes could be fake, right? They could be fake. So what do we need? In order to take a trade down here, what are you looking for then? Right?
Confirmation.
To give your trade less risk. Boom. It came all the way down here. Bang. Now we're getting some clean rejection. What you want to see is a big rejection. Rejecting this area and closing above. Right? Now, this is a trade I like to take. We actually took a trade like this. I don't know if you guys remember. It was when price fucking dropped hella. And then
Oh yeah, I remember.
yeah, and then we took a like a rejection trade, and that shit ended up flying 100 pips because guess what?
Yeah,
was
drop.
Was it the one on Friday?
No, it was probably the one I believe on Wednesday. Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I will go over it. I mean, we'll probably be on here until like 1:45. But don't worry, we're gonna make these a thing.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so right over here, you guys get boom, then you get confirmations, a big rejection, right? You want to see a big rejection again, and then you execute on that next candlestick. Keeping stop loss anywhere within these rejections, because guess what? We've already rejected this zone. If this next candlestick breaks these highs and starts to come back down, you're probably getting clapped. Right? Because why are we coming back into the rejection zone? All right, so this is the most discounted trend. Also, very risky. Why is it very risky? Because that trend is actually doing a very deep retracement, right? And then this is just your impulse. Damn, where the fuck is that shit? Right here. Sorry, guys. This is just your impulse start of previous impulse. If we break this area, we should be downtrending from there. Okay. These are just your target levels. This is profit target, profit target, profit target. Now, let's say you do enter at the 764, you can target these levels as take profits. Okay. Anybody have any questions on the Fibonacci?
Yeah, I got a question, Dollar.
Go ahead.
So, because like I like to use the Fibonacci a lot, but sometimes I be getting clapped.
Yep.
How do we know, or what are like some other kind of things that could help us out so that we
It's
get
price action,
into
bro.
a
It's price
into a fib?
action and waiting.
Gotcha.
It's waiting for a bigger time frame. You're probably taking an entry on a Fibonacci, most likely on the 5 or 15 minute. Am I wrong when I say
Yeah,
that?
no, you're actually not wrong.
Yeah.
And a
So
lot of
it-
times they don't get respected in some cases.
Yeah, bro. First of all, price needs to be trending, right? Price needs to be in a valid trend. If we're not in a valid trend, guess what's gonna happen? You guys are gonna get fucking clapped. Simple. This is a trend tool. This is just measuring the pullbacks of a trend. If we're not in a trend and we're in a range, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna buy over here, right? Price starts to come back up, but guess what? We're in a range, right? We have equal highs. Let's say, boom. We have equal highs, equal lows. We're in this fucking big ass range. All right.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That it seemed like a trend tool just because it seemed like it'd work on trends.
Right. So now let's say price starts to come up here. Doesn't break highs, right? Doesn't break previous highs, and now price starts to come back down. Oh, I'm gonna buy. Oh, I'm gonna buy again. Oh, I'm gonna buy again. Right? Now you lost, you blew your account, bro. Just because you didn't read market structure correctly. You get me? Everybody
Got it.
understand? Great.
Yeah.
All right. So why did I use it here? We seem like we're in a pretty good freaking trend to the upside, correct? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, Fibonacci, bang. Our next zone. You understand?
Yeah, I definitely see the fib plays on those on the uptrend.
Yep. Now you could see them on the downtrend too, though. Remember, this works down for up and down. Look,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I see them too. Yep, on the
Boom.
really clear.
236. What is that showing you? Anybody remember? We literally just went over it. If you guys were taking your notes, you should know.
Strong trend.
Huh? Strong
Strong
trend,
trend.
less confirmations, correct?
Yeah.
So where would we take it? Take it at the break of the lows. Or these lows, either or works. Because you could have caught in your 20 pips from here to here for sure. Yep, 50 pips.
What about the effectiveness of the Fibonacci levels on each time frame? What about that? Like,
You want to
how
use
do you
them
know
on,
when to use them?
you want to use it on the 30-minute, bro. If you
Usually
go,
on the 30-minute?
if you go any lower, trust me, bro, you're gonna see fibs everywhere. Oh fuck, I just fucked up, I think. Oh no, we're still.
Nah,
on
you
repeat.
Gucci.
Oh, we're good. All right, so this is why I don't like to do it, bro. Bang, you're on the 5-minute. You see this Fibonacci. This is a perfect example of what I just went over, right? Let me delete this for a second. Let me stretch this out for you guys so you guys can see it a little better. So you have an impulse. Right? Now price starts to come up, boom, entry, bang, clap, 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 right? Because price wanted to come up and break these highs. Now, this is why I don't like to use it on the 5-minute, because you have this Fibonacci here that plays out, correct? You have a Fib play here, boom, you enter at the break of the lows, get clapped though. Because it's just a 5-minute push, bro. You don't want 5-minute push, you want a 30-minute push, an hourly push, right? That's how you're gonna get the bigger moves in the market. Stop going for the little tiny moves, guys. Go for the moves that you're gonna get runners. Go for the moves with the overall trend. Correct? All right, let's continue here. All right. So we have a resistance here, right? We have clear levels of, let me go up. Remember, we're not trading on the 5-minute, guys. That's what gamblers do. Notice how I don't even have freaking 5-minute here. Right? I don't want 5-minute pushes. I'll use the 5-minute when I'm already in the trade. We have multiple rejections here, multiple rejections are here. We have a little rejection right there. So this is a pretty valid zone. We have a rejection area here. We have a rejection, right? Rejection, right? And this tiny little rejection. Showing me that this level, if we break it, where can we continue? Right? Everybody agree?
Yeah,
Just zone to zone, guys. If you guys trade like this, bro, I'm telling you guys will lose so much.
zone
money.
to zone trading.
Yep. So let's zoom in here. Let's look. Yeah, this seems like a pretty valid setup here. To come up and possibly test these highs, right? Because now what are we targeting? Targeting resistances. So we can now target resistance, boom. Buy stops. I like using buy stops. Do you guys understand why I like using buy stops when I'm back testing? Because I don't really see price action. I'm not really able to take impulse entries. Boom. Bro, we've lost like what, 2 trades? We've lost 2 trades using this strategy. Why can't you guys do that in the live market when you guys go live? Correct? There's no excuse. Just wait for the confirmations. Boom, retest. Come and touch that zone. Zone to zone. Same thing happened that happened right here, right? Happened here. We're now in this range. Where could we target? Our next zone. Now, if we break this zone, we're targeting this zone. Let's take a look. Let's try it. Let's just do a couple more of these. Okay, weak bullish candle at a very, very strong level, right? We're looking for bearish. Yeah, fuck.
Down.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was clearing though, right? We have a struggle candle, I like to call it. Struggling at a key level, right? Notice that when we broke this level, we pushed. A lot of sellers here, correct? We could possibly get the same thing happen here. Notice how it mirrors it completely. Mirrors this move, right? Where did we come? We came from this zone to this zone, mirrored it completely. What happens to the left, guys, tends to happen to the right.
that's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna ask that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So now if we start to break this SMA, we could look to take some sells. Right? Because remember, this is the bully. Damn, bro, I'm giving you guys all the juice, but this is why you guys paid, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Bro,
this
we
is,
appreciate it.
yeah, really appreciate this.
So why would we sell under the 8 SMA? Anybody know the question? The answer, sorry.
8
You could just
SMA,
come down and
which one
tap
is
it
it?
to
Because
buy.
it doesn't make it act like resistance.
Support, right? It'll act like resistance in a downtrend, support in an uptrend. Also, it's a bully. When we are uptrending, the SMA will act like a bully, right? Notice how it just bullies its way up, right? Bullies its way, bullies its way, bullies its way, right? Came over here, bullied its way up. If we break this SMA, where could we target? Our 50 SMA. Oh my God, it looks like a big dick. Sorry, guys.
Hey, yo. I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice either.
But did everybody agree?
Yeah.
So gambler candle, we're in. TP smashed. Now we retested this level as resistance now. Boom, now you get a little impulse, we get a range. Gotta be careful here now. We're getting a range. What do I call this little range over here?
range 2.
Wait, this would be no trade range, correct? This would be a no trade range. So what are we waiting for? Waiting for confirmations. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit just flies from this little level. Jesus Christ, thank God we didn't take a trade. It's probably Asian, yeah, look, Asian session. Yeah, this was just a tough day to trade, to be honest. Even through London session, this shit just fucking. But it did end up doing what I thought, right? We had a small range, we got that confirmation, we got stuck in this crazy ass range, but you still guys still won the trade, right? Because you understand the market. So now in this situation, what are we looking for? We're looking for this area. We don't want to trade this area. We're gonna wait. Waiting to get the fuck out. Why don't we want to trade it? Yeah, you guys get some clean confirmations here, but don't notice how choppy the moves are inside of here, right? We don't really get any clean pushes. This is when your discipline comes into play. Guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you guys want to take a buy here?
No.
Would you guys want to take a buy here, hit TP1 and then it come back down? No.
No, it's just a
that's-
consolidation. So
Those are
Yeah, it's
not,
consolidating.
those aren't the type of moves you want. You want moves that run like this one, you know, that one ran pretty nice. You want moves like this one, like this one, like that one, like this one, right? You don't want consolidation fucking whack ass pushes, bro. Look how ugly this shit is. Ew. Look at that. Now you're trading the range. You're like, oh, it's not gonna break. Boom, stopped out. Because you're trading a range. Boom, stopped out, and then you get in buys again, stopped out again, bro. Fuck that. This is when your confirmations come. So, but this here gives me a lot of clues, right? What clues does this give you, guys? Can we start paying attention to market structure? Should we start paying
No.
attention to market structure? We understand that we're fucking bearish as fuck, right? Came back for a Fibonacci of this whole push. Could this be the pullback of that trend? Yes, right? The answer is yes. So we could possibly take some sells. I don't want to take sells here, although we could. Let's just see if this is enough range. 30 pip range. Yeah, we could risk it for the biscuit on some sells under these lows. So what we're gonna do, sell stops. 20 pip stop loss. Target your lows. You have another support level that we've created right there. Right? So what are we looking for? Sells under that level. Let's hope we don't get stopped out. I like this streak though now. Boom, bitch.
damn.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
150 pips. And we had another entry here. So this is why I like having two chances. So yeah, we took the sells here, correct? We took the sells right here. But if we didn't, we could have taken our sells over here. So now you had two ways of entering that trade, correct? So now we're waiting for a pullback. Pullback is happening. Possibly going to come back down. Waiting. You guys can take buys here, but remember guys, this could just be a fake out. Why do I think fake out? Right? Because if it were buys, bro, we would have been at our zone already, correct? If it was literal buys, we would have been at this zone already. Now, how do I execute some sells? We took the same exact trade earlier. This is what I'm saying when I say, oh, shit that happens in the market in the past, and you guys remember it, you won't have a problem taking it in the future. We've already seen this setup. What setup is this called?
Breakout, breakout,
Boom. Where could you guys execute?
break of the lows.
Break of these lows. Stop loss. Let's put stops right above these highs. Like, come on, bro. It's on automatic, bro.
Damn.
Automatic, bro.
Chat.
Dubs in the chat. Literally. But I think that's enough for today. What do you guys think? Everybody
Yeah,
learn
but
some
there was-
shit?
There's high.
This was good,
Yeah, that
bro.
was-
Good
That was
shit.
really helpful.
Yeah, that was really helpful.
But you guys helped me too, though. It wasn't just me, bro. You guys can do the same exact fucking shit. You guys helped me out through it. You guys didn't say a wrong answer the whole time.
Yo,
You
to
get
do
me?
back testing, you have to pay for the premium trading view, right?
I think that you can get it with like the basic plan. So yeah, you do have to pay for it, but you can get the cheapest one.
You go back to us with the pro
I
account.
think it's like $20 a month.
What you say? I couldn't hear you.
It's like $20 a month or some shit.
Wait, what?
I paid 90 a year for mine, something like that.
With the pro account, you can
Hold up, guys. I'm so sorry. I had to mute everybody. My bad, chat. Go again. Go ahead.
You gotta mute yourself if you want to speak.
Yeah, I muted everyone, boys.
I said with the pro account, you can back test.
Yep.
Yo,
Alright,
dollar.
bet. By the
que-
lifetime.
Any question, boys? We're gonna do these more often, boys. So like, if you guys want to help me out, bro, all you guys have to do is fucking put it like weekend class was super fire, thank you or some shit. And then
I will.
I can repost you guys. Just put like at Dr. Dollar, and then I'll repost you guys. You guys get some little bit of followers and shit too. But it would help me out a lot. And we're gonna do these more often. We're actually gonna have a midweek class, so like around Wednesdays, we'll do a class, and then classes on Fridays or Saturdays. It depends, guys, because you know the weekend we like to chill. So I might be at a party or some shit on Friday. So I definitely will be keeping you guys updated though.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
You're
fuck
gonna
with
do
it,
like a
bro.
weekly market breakdown?
And that's why I'm gonna up the price, bro. So if you guys fucking leave, don't be bitching at me and saying that you want the old price, okay? Simple. You guys have a fair warning.
yo,
What were-
dollar.
What were you saying?
You're gonna
Are
do a
you-
weekly market breakdown this week?
Weekly market breakdown? Fuck, we were supposed to do that on here, but possibly, bro. I promise I'll do
I
one for
bet.
next week, deal?
I
But
bet.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Appreciate this.
you got it. All right, gang. Well, you guys are gonna get a full recording of it, so don't be fucking afraid to click on it again before you guys start the market, bro. Remember, everything you do on the weekend is how your week is gonna go, right? We put in the work. I put in the work. I'm confident for tomorrow. We're gonna kill it. Simple. And if we don't, we still put in the work, right? Still have confidence in that.
yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
All right, gangsters.
Appreciate
Bueno.
you, Arturo.
You got it, man. DM me any questions. If you guys don't want to talk, if you guys don't want to talk here, you guys can always DM me. All right. Peace,
Have a
boys.
great-
Go, bro.
Great
Yeah.
weekend, y'all.
Yeah, you too.
Peace.
See you tomorrow, 1 a.m. Peace.
Thanks, dollar.
Peace.
Ciao.